All right, it's the final day of gratitude, day 7. There will be 8 videos to this because I want to share what I'm grateful for today and then do a full recap of the week. The reason why I'd like to do that is because while I'm creating the videos for this challenge, I'm able to really appreciate the things that I said. Some of the stuff that I said, I just literally just came up with it in the moment. Later in the week, I've started to write some things down that I want to mention that I'm grateful for. But in those moments, I'm appreciating it, but it really sank in when I was doing the video edits. And I was really able to appreciate what I was saying in those videos. And the gratitude really sunk in. And it's been very impactful. This week has been great. So I can't wait to recap it, but I want to get into the things I'm grateful for today. And the first thing that I'm grateful for, I wrote things down as I'm looking down at my piece of paper here today. But the first thing I'm grateful for is, and this may sound strange, and maybe you can relate, but the first thing I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for the people that didn't believe in me. You can tell when people don't believe in you when you tell them, hey, I'm going to try something, and they sort of look at you with this blank stare. Or they say, are you sure you should do that? Are you sure you should leave your cushy job? Are you sure you should move to Florida? Why would you do that? Right? All these different things. And, I appreciate those people because not only do they make you question whether maybe is it a good decision, but they test your resolve for that thing also. They test whether or not, they test how badly you want it. And in a lot of ways, and maybe this is the wrong approach, but it leaves a chip on my shoulder to go, oh, I'll prove it to you that it's possible. And there's a lot at stake with that when you're in this moment and you want to prove it to somebody that it's possible because you don't want to be wrong, right? So anyway, I'm grateful for people that don't believe in you, because it makes you believe in yourself more. All right, the number 2 thing that I'm grateful for is a person. It's my sister-in-law, Angie. For one, she, in my opinion, is a superhuman. She's a beautiful, beautiful person, but she's an incredible mother to a special needs daughter. My niece, Kendra. Kendra can't walk, can't talk, can't feed herself. And Angie and her husband, John, have been incredible parents taking care of Kendra. And there is no way that I could ever relate or anybody could ever relate other than other people with special needs children to what Angie and John have to go through on a daily basis. I cannot begin to understand what that must be like for them. Tremendous sacrifice for what they may have hoped their life could be. When they first got married, when they were kids, everything changed. Everything changed for them. And it's amazing to watch Angie and John take care of Kendra and do what they do. And I just want to give her a lot of love for that part of the human that she is. But the reason why I'm grateful is because Angie is so supportive. I just talked about people that don't believe in you. And Angie is one of those people that, she believes in what Mindy and I are doing. She supports what Mindy and I are doing. She's always supported it. She's always listened to our podcast. She gives us ideas for our podcast. She buys our merch. I mean, I don't think she knows how much I appreciate it. I probably don't say it enough. I'm not the best at saying these things all the time, so I'm really glad I'm doing this gratitude this week. It's really made me think about being more grateful for the people in my life, and Angie is one of those people. Angie, if you're watching this, I'm not sure if you watch this channel. I know you listen to our podcast, but I just want you to know how much I appreciate you for being such an amazing support in our lives. And just thank you very much. Really, thank you very much. The other person I want to thank is, and you saw him on this channel, if you've been following along with the things that I've been doing as I've been figuring out this channel, because it's changed. I think I'm onto something with these weekly challenges now. I'm really enjoying it. But I interviewed my good friend Jorge, and if you will go back and watch that video, he'll hear our story a little bit, but I'll tell a little bit of it now. When I first moved out here, I left bands behind and I wanted to get into a band right away. So I was looking on Craigslist to see if there were any people looking for a drummer out there. And there was a guy that was looking for a drummer, and I reached out to him and then met up with him. And that's where I met Jorge. Jorge also had just joined the band. And consequently, this guy that we were working with, he had just moved out here to Florida from Michigan, of all places. Which is where Mindy's from. That's why I say of all places. And Angie's from Michigan as well. Just mentioned her. But anyway, he just moved out here. And so I met Jorge. And we gave this band a try. But eventually Jorge and I left the band. We weren't interested in being in the band anymore. But we've maintained our friendship. And we tried to do different projects along the way. And we'd get together. We'd lose touch for maybe 3 months. And then we'd text each other and get back together and play some music and hang out. We tried to start a couple of different projects with different people along the way. And now finally we're playing together, and it's exactly what we hoped for. I mean, I love playing with him. He's a bass player. He's an incredible bass player. But more than that, he's a really amazing human being. And we're very different in a lot of ways, but we're very similar in a lot of ways. And I'm just incredibly grateful for him. Because if we walked away from this band, we could have just walked away from the friendship, but we chose not to. He would always reach out to me. I would be off doing my thing, and all of a sudden he'd just text me out of nowhere. I'm just really grateful for Jorge maintaining our friendship, and I'm really grateful to be in a band with him right now. And then the last thing that I'm grateful for, and by the way, there's so many more things I could be grateful for. Picking 4 things a day, that's 28 total things that I've mentioned that I'm grateful for. You could do this every day, and I could find a new thing every single day. But I'm grateful for the subscribers of this channel. This channel is very young, but I realize, because I'm a consumer of YouTube stuff. I love watching YouTube, and I understand how precious people's time is. So I'm incredibly grateful for the people that have joined me on this journey, that are following along, that are engaging, that are leaving comments, that are encouraging me. I really appreciate you guys, because without you, what would be the point of this, right? And I understand how valuable your time is. So I really appreciate you for spending the time with me on this journey. So that's my last gratitude. And as I mentioned, I'm going to recap this. It'll be a day 8 sort of where I recap the whole thing. And I'm going to reveal the shirt design that I did for this particular week. I also want to reveal a shirt design that I did for the week before, where I did my running challenge. I do want to update you on the running. I am running still. I've done it 3 days this week. And so I'm going to try and do at least 3 days a week. And so tomorrow I'm going to recap the whole week and let you know how really it felt to live in gratitude and really make it a focal point, of my life and my daily practice. I can tell you it's been amazing. And a lot of things have opened up for me, interestingly, in just 1 week of practicing gratitude. I can't wait to share it with you and reveal the t-shirts and tell you what I'm going to be doing next. What I'm going to do next is going to be really fun, and I hope you'll join me on it. But that's it. Weekly gratitude, day 7 in the books. And I'll be back tomorrow to go over the review. Thank you for your time.